Brothers and sisters, there's something about the story of Mary and Joseph from the scriptures which is not very well understood. You see, we tend to read the scriptures through the lens of our current culture and way of life. For that reason, we sometimes make assumptions that are not always accurate. In the case of Mary and Joseph, for instance, the way a Jewish couple got married 2,000 years ago in ancient Palestine was not the way we marry today. Today, a couple enters a church unmarried, and about an hour later they emerge from the church married. It's an event. That's not how it worked in ancient Judaism. Marriage was far more a process than an event. And for a couple to be betrothed was far more significant than what we mean today when we say engaged. To be betrothed meant that the process of marriage had already begun. And critical for our understanding is the fact that a child born to a couple who was betrothed was legitimate. It was not seen as a birth outside of marriage. So the fact that Mary was pregnant when she was betrothed to Joseph was not the issue. The issue was that Joseph knew the child wasn't his. That was the crisis. And how St. Joseph responds to the crisis is what makes all the difference. Many men, I'm sad to say, in anger, would have denounced the woman to whom they were betrothed in such circumstances. But St. Joseph immediately chooses the way of charity and compassion. He quietly plans to divorce her, which would have allowed her to return to her family without complete shame or humiliation. But before he can even do that, an angel appears in a dream and puts his conscience and heart to rest. Brothers and sisters, there are so many situations in life where we could also respond with indignation, anger, or resentment. But if we really want to honor and venerate St. Joseph, then perhaps the best way to do so is by learning from his example. Let us be careful always to choose the path of compassion, charity, and understanding. Then don't be surprised if the grace of God doesn't sink new roots within our lives, calling us to do great, if not unexpected, things for God, much like our great patron, St. Joseph.